Are you tired of getting cheese and sparking zero? Are you tired of constantly being key blast spammed, alted spammed, after image spammed, wild sense spammed, etc, etc, etc? Well, I am. So here's a video to all you people out there wondering on how to counter these cheese tactics. Now, who am I? I am currently top 10 in the world for 1v1 ranked matches, and I am here to put all of these questions to rest. So everyone, take a seat, get some popcorn, and get ready to learn how to counter these cheese tactics. So the first spam tactic that we're going to go over is key blast spamming combined with an ultimate attack from point blank range. This has probably already happened to you, and it is a very cheesy and very annoying way to attack your opponent and get some really good damage in. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is, in order to avoid this interaction entirely, you're going to want to play super aggressive if they choose one of these characters. For example, Z Broly, Beerus, Jiren, or any character that has an unblockable ultimate. So let's say any of this doesn't work and he gets the sparking mode, what do? So the best way to counter this is to simply dash away and hold down your block button to deflect all of the key blasts. Now this isn't going to fully counter the spam, it's just going to get you to have enough skill meter to do the real counter to the spam. So as you can see, as I'm deflecting all of these projectiles, you'll notice my skill meter is rising rapidly. This is going to be very, very useful for this next thing that we're about to do. Once your skill meter is at least 2 points, you're going to want to let some of these key blasts hit you so that you can use your revenge counter. Make sure that you have auto block turned off in order to do this mechanic. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but your revenge counter works at long range distances. What your character is going to do is dash towards the opponent and then hit him with a clean strike. Right after he dashes towards your opponent and stuns him, you're not going to have plus frames, so you're not going to be able to attack him first. And if he knows what he's doing, he's most likely going to be using perception. So in order to truly counter this tactic, what you're going to want to do is pick a character that does not have a long grabbing animation. Characters that do have a long grabbing animation is not going to have a true effect to this whatsoever. These characters being MUI Goku, Super Broly, and a couple other characters as well. What you're going to want to do is pick a character that has a very short grab animation like Beerus, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, Blue Vegeta, etc, etc, etc. Most characters have this very, very short grab animation. Right after you use your revenge counter, if you have a short grab, you're going to want to grab him right after. So what this is going to do is it's going to basically either knock him away and buy you more time to have his sparking run out, or you can just simply combo off of it, press A to dash towards him, and then just keep following up with those attacks. Now the absolute foolproof method of avoiding this spam is literally so simple that it is actually shocking. What you're going to want to do is utilize a skill in the game called afterimage strike. You most commonly see this online with people playing Super Vegeta. Literally just choose Super Vegeta as your main character, and then every single time you encounter this kind of gameplay, you're going to activate your afterimage strike as soon as you see him go sparking, and dodge away and then start deflecting all of his ki blasts. This will guaranteeingly get you out of his ultimate no matter what it is. You will dodge it because of your afterimage strike. No timing necessary, nothing. There is nothing you have to do except activate the ability and dodge away and then start deflecting ki blast attacks. This is the foolproof method of getting out of the spam attack. It works every single time. I have not had one encounter to where it has not worked. Every single ultimate in the game can be dodged by afterimage strike. It is completely broken. Utilize this mechanic while it lasts. The next tactic that we're going to be going over is afterimage spamming. Some characters in this game have a move called afterimage to where it lasts for a certain amount of time, and while it lasts, he vanishes away from your every attack essentially. It sounds pretty broken, but don't worry, just utilize these mechanics in the game that you can do as well, and you should be able to beat him no problem. Some of these characters that you're going to be using this against most commonly are Super Vegito, Pan, and a couple other characters as well. The most basic way to counter this move is to simply vanish as soon as you start attacking him. This can be done by pressing the block button right after you throw 1 to 2 punches at him, with the block button being pressed. You're going to want to spam X and then vanish right afterwards, rinse and repeat. That's all you really have to do for this one. Now, sometimes he's going to attack you right after you vanish and he's going to have plus frames on you, so he's going to hit you eventually. An easy way to avoid this though is to hold down block and use perception to counter his attack. What you're trying to do here is you're trying to run out the clock for his afterimage to wear off while getting some counter attacks in as well by using perception. I did some testing and it turns out as soon as you throw the first punch whenever he's using afterimage, it lasts for about 15 seconds, which is kind of ridiculous. Now, what some players like to do is they like to immediately grab you right after they use the afterimage. and this can be very annoying. What you're going to want to do whenever you start noticing this pattern is you're going to want to start dashing away right afterwards to have a very low likelihood of getting hit by his grab. And then you're just going to want to rinse and repeat as well. Just be mindful of how your opponent handles his counter and counter his counter in order to ensure that you run out the clock for this after image usage. The next commonly seen spammable move that we're going to be talking about is a variation of Wild Sense. Any of you OGs out there are going to know that this comes directly from Raging Blast. Basically what happens is, you activate this move, and then as soon as you get attacked, you teleport behind him and do a knockback kick or punch. The best way to avoid this mechanic is to get the timing down for that vanish attack, or to use your own variation of Wild Sense if you have it, and use yours as soon as he uses his. What you're going to want to do is attack him first, and then he's going to use his Wild Sense, and then you're going to use your Wild Sense and respond to that, and then get a hit off of him. But really the most effective way to counter this is to get good at timing the vanish of a Wild Sense counter. The easiest way to do this is to hop in a 1v1 with your friend, and just spam Wild Sense, and you can try to get the timing down perfectly. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you guys have any other spam tactics or cheap tactics that you want me to go over and try to figure out how to counter it the most effectively. Or if you want to get to see me play this game and face some of the top people in the world, come check out my Twitch and join me up in my streams over there. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day.